Alright. You're starting a bit early. Hello. What's up, former? Do you like parody? Do I like parodies? Usually. Usually I like parodies. Generally speaking, I like parodies. Ah. Starting early today, I see. Very well.
Got it.
So, this is what we're working on today. I feel like I've got a sore in my mouth. Anyway, sorry, distracted. I was feeling much more energetic earlier, now I feel a little bit out of it, but anyway. Here's what we're painting. Let's go. That's because last night after the stream, after getting some food, I finished up the other piece we were working on, which was mostly just edge highlighting. And got the base going this morning and a little bit of work on the backpack. Because most of this stuff is just... it's not actually that interesting. So. Right. Big question is, where do we begin on this guy? Yeah, three tactical rocks. He's not standing on them though, so... These are actually much larger than the rocks that GW usually makes, so I call them strategic rocks, because it's bigger scale. I think these look fairly good. I wouldn't mind them being a bit sharper edged, but not the worst. Doesn't count then. So yeah, we're just waiting for the texture paint to dry. So that will probably be picked back up in tonight's stream. Also, how you doing, Venom? Alright, what's first on this? We got a lot of layers going on here. Generally speaking, wow, I just really sent my eyes for the loop. The little cross piece there and the line for the cap are like perfectly aligned, so I thought there was like a mold line going across. What? Generally speaking, you want to start low, work your way up. So I suppose all the reds would be the first thing to be done. Yeah. Seems about right. However, actually, no, I can just decide to snip that. Never mind. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm just losing my mind. Not a big deal. We knew this was happening anyway. I feel like I want this just a little... No, it needs to go that way. Not that low. Just like a little bit more upright. There we go. That's better. That's a lot more natural. Cool. What I really need is basically the, I need this camera just mounted, like, on my head, like, over one eye. Like the classic Warhammer implant. I'm not weirdly out of flow, you're weirdly out of flow. So, I think... Yeah, none of this thing super needs the white to remain as, like, an undercoat. It's mostly just to get the white armor correct. So, yeah, we'll just use a larger brush like this. Corn red. I'll hit the main parts. I'll probably go back with the size 0 and get, like, the edges of stuff, particularly the Imperialis. Feel bad for you, man. I think we have pills for that now. I wouldn't know too much about it. You know, not needing them and all. But I've heard of it. So yes, last night I started getting the motivation to just be like, you know what? We're gonna really burst down this commission. Because I feel like at the current rate, we're not gonna have this done by Christmas. But I feel ready to actually just throw myself at it. And you know what? It immediately gave me back a lot of my energy. I feel like the not making progress on this thing that's been hanging over me for so long was one of the things that was keeping me tired, because I was only really painting it on camera. But I didn't have the energy to always be on camera either. So that's why I thought of doing the more boring stuff off cam, and we're just going to do a lot of streaming painting this. So everyone gets in here and starts talking, and boom, distracted for the whole stream. Yeah. It just would, if Venom, I get what you mean, but like, oh, if chat would just not chat, you'd be way less stupid. No, I vastly prefer stuff happening in chat. It's just, the reality is, after a certain point, it does start slowing down the painting. Also, just not painting because I'm only painting because I'm on cam.
Water.
Does that too.
Water. Water.
The game has begun. My god, I think I almost had a stroke typing that. Well, yeah, because what you're typing is heresy. We want people in chat. Get more people in chat. Go find more people to put in chat. I think I had to start reading that. I felt like I was having a similar experience. Honestly, I was just like, wait, what? What? What even? It was stroke inducing all around, my friend. Yeah. It was actually an area of effect spell. A meme virus. A corrupted writing. I'm gonna leave and start over. Just reboot yourself in the chat. I hear banning yourself and unbanning yourself as a mod works pretty well. I wouldn't try that. We used a hold model. It's just a wine cork with a carpentry nail stuck into it and quarter glued on the bottom for ballast, because wine corks are obviously very light, but they're very easy to hold and easy to stick stuff into at whatever angle. I've even had these sticking with like 10 heads in a macabre wheel of heads before. It's like guard orders, it splashes to others. The stroke, yeah. Yep. Yep. It is contagious. It was the it was the thing in the bird box. Okay, yeah, I've already started getting it on other things, so I think... Well, actually, no, I do... Well, I'll let Drymore down do a second coat of the main areas. First, let's grab up here. Now, this model hold on to that nails? How does it... Oh, just glue. It's just super glue. I find a spot that will leave, like, either irrelevant amounts of glue residue, or I just prepare myself to scrape out the glue residue while putting it on an angle that feels reasonable for me to paint on. That's why I use super glue for everything, because I can do everything with it. I don't have to have multiple things. Among other reasons. I have other reasons. Hello everyone, this is my first time joining today, and I'm eager to chat with all the fine ladies and gents in here. What a masterful work of art you are presenting today, basically. I thank you, Venom. You'll be happy to hear that we have a very large quantity of ladies to choose from. May I present former? I need to improve my holding game. I don't know. Lied or misdirected for my own amusement. I am the deceiver. Yeah, I'm a Catan, didn't you know? Hey, Sorian. You mean Chad's back? Was Chad away? Did we lose Chad at some point? You had as a update thing at one point? The chat? I am lost. I have no idea what you're referring to. I initially thought you meant how I went a while with nobody in my chat, and now all of a sudden there's a bunch of people in my chat this week. I don't know. As far as I know the commands are sometimes broken. That's a thing. That's definitely a thing. Oh, by the way, Venom, the links command does work. I was just dumb and capitalized the L, and apparently that matters. So it has an update thing at one point on screen. It was a while ago. Also, shades. Yes, they had a good crowd for a while. Yeah, actually, the decent crowd continued into the second stream. Not as large, but as active. I've been pretty good. I feel a lot better now I decided I'm just gonna, like, go nuts on this commission. Which is why we're painting this instead of digital art today, as it being Tuesday and all. We're just gonna pretend it's a Wednesday. It's now Wednesday, because I've decided. And tomorrow is also Wednesday. And the day after. And then it shall be Friday. Yes, that is how we fix this. Also, we will begin printing money and promising obscene amounts of returns to our debt holders. Yes, this will fix things. Of course it does. I thought it was capitalized too. I've painted a tad bit focused on school. That's fair. In case you haven't noticed, Russia and Iraq could probably hit Polish land very bad. Wait, that happened? Man, I stopped following the Ukraine conflict for literally 2 days, and the thing I've been waiting for this entire time finally happened. Are they calling Article 5? I have to Google this. Well, it's gonna take my dogs for evening. Okay, it sounds like this might be a troll, but I'm gonna double check. Google search for Russian missile hits German embassy. What? Oh, that was in German consulate in Kiev. Okay, well that's... There was no one in it. Empty for months. Okay, so... Oh no, it did kill 10 people. There's none of them were German officials. Alright. Think about Poland, though. I'm not seeing anything about... Oh, wait, nope. Here we go. 16 minutes ago, U.S. official. Russia unleashes darkness in Ukraine power grid attack. Yeah, it's not why I'm here. Gets the thing... Leave it to the Washington Post. Wait, what? Russian missiles crossing Poland. I clicked that link and it's about a Ukraine power attack. The Washington Post is doing full-on clickbait. Oh, you have to have a freaking account to get to the actual thing. That's why I couldn't find it. But does say something about a U.S. official said missiles crossed a NATO member Poland where 2 people were killed. Okay, well that's kind of a big deal. Okay, here the Telegraph. Sorry, it's potentially a big deal because this could spark this right here is what I've been waiting for, which could spark World War III outright. Like just straight up. Because this could initiate Article 5. Poland's prime minister on Tuesday called an urgent meeting of National Security Committee amid reports Russian missiles struck the country. 2 stray rockets instead of land in the Polish border town of I'm not trying to say that. North of I'm not going to try to say that either. Ukraine's most western city, killing 2 people. The incident came after Moscow increased a barrage of more than 100 missiles on Ukraine, plunging large swaths of the country in darkness. Comes as the first time someone's been killed on NATO territory as the assault of an apparent Russian strike. The Military Alliance's Secretary General has previously claimed its 30 members would defend and protect every inch of their territory in response to Russian invasion of Ukraine. This is breaking news story. Okay, so we don't have any... So people are just in meetings right now figuring out what to do about this. This could be massive. This could be legitimately quite big. Okay. Now I shall catch up on the chat. Wait, whoa, what did I miss? Yeah, exactly. It's not 100% confirmed. I hope not, I don't want to be drafted. I'm in a private fighting age, sadly. Now saying 2 Russian rockets, it's showing in... Yeah. Oh, what's up, Hobby Haven? We're just finding out that World War III might be breaking out. There's something else about a month ago. Poland ordered 208 MRLS from South Korea. MRLS means multiple rocket launcher system, usually vehicle. Yeah. Poland's been. Yeah. Haven, you're completely fine. I, however, might be screwed. That's nuts. Yeah. Poland's been bulking up its military. German as well. Both have been militarizing. 17. Yeah, this is why drafts are bullcrap. Yeah, I'm 28 and in fairly good shape. So I'm still definitely within the standard parameters. However, I don't think they're gonna pull a draft anyway. We don't need to. We've seen Russia's military is extremely poor. Our standing military could wipe the floor with them, no problem. Just ours, not even the rest of NATO's. And NATO's been building up for this for a while. What are the odds of this actually happening? Well, World War III, decent. It lasting more than a month or 2, not likely. Because, seriously, if NATO in full calls Article 5 and does a all-out attack with all of the militaries present, Russia will be removed. Yeah, no one likes Russia right now except Belarus and Iran. And maybe North Korea. None of which are really a problem. Not really. If anything, this just means an extremely rapid end to the Ukraine conflict because, again, the U.S.'s standing army alone could have Moscow under control within, oh man, no time at all. A couple weeks, max. Belarus. Yeah, Belarus is a small country that borders both Russia and Ukraine. Led by the self-titled and very proud of it last European dictator. Because the guy's a friggin' idiot. He live-streamed himself presenting the map of Russia and Belarus's attack strategy to the internet. He's a friggin' moron. Yeah, it's a small, inconsequential country. I was a leftover of the USSR breakup. It's not really a big deal. Yeah, no, he's a complete idiot. He's a fool. Like, militarily, he's shown to be the modern equivalent of Mussolini, who is also an idiot. So, yeah. Um, Realistically, at least in the US, you're probably fine. I don't see... Now, if China got involved on Russia's behalf, which I find very unlikely, then there might be reason for a draft, but not currently. And even then, if China got involved, it means India is probably getting involved, in which case, I mean, India would be ready for that as well. India getting involved on NATO's side, because India doesn't like Russia or China right now. Though they've remained actively neutral on the Russia-Ukraine situation, but they don't actually like it. I was laughing at a video yesterday talking about how Ukraine kills 2.5 tanks to losing 1. Guy goes, you can't kill half a tank turn being dragged by a tank in background. Yeah, no, it's a statistic. Like, it's saying the average is 2.5 tanks to 1. And also, you can kind of... It gets worse when you realize how many of Russia's tanks Ukraine's military has just gained because of either getting captured or getting surrendered over by Russian conscripts not wanting anything to do with the conflict. The whole thing's kind of a joke. I mean, it's really tragic that there are people dying for this nonsense. Do you think the draft would be as sweeping as the World War II draft? We have so many unmanned items of war now. The buy count for a draft would be high, but probably not as big, right? So they took a yeah. No, like I said, I don't think there would be a draft at all. I don't think we need one. Like, in World War II, it made sense to have a draft. We weren't the military superpower we are now at the time. We are the only world superpower right now, and by a significant margin. Real Life Lore has some amazing videos of this is why you shouldn't mess with the US. It goes over the actual, like, military lineup of what the military can call to war right now, and just equipment, not to mention troops, as well as a video outlining how the US could decisively take on the entire planet and win if it wanted to. Yeah, we wouldn't call a draft. I don't see a reason for a draft. I just see the standard standing US military with some NATO reinforcements or logistical backing rushing in with mostly special forces and just wiping out the Kremlin. That I feel is a lot more likely. We're strong and young to be only 500-ish years, but smart. Do you think the US is 500 years old? No, we're like, we're like 270 something, or yeah, 270 something. Yeah, like half that, half of 500. Yeah, we're not even half a millennia old. Here's the thing. We focused on tech while having it one of the freest capitalistic economic setups And after World War II, where we knocked out a lot of the military development competition, we went hard into the military-industrial complex, which really drove military advancements under a policy of tech being our primary our primary focus as far as developing our military, far more than most other countries. Tech, by the way, is always the winner. Even in like strategy video games, like a Civ style game, I will focus on tech more than anything else. And man, once you get the snowball rolling of being more technologically advanced than everyone else, it really doesn't matter, because you can make money more efficiently, you can make better weapons, get those weapons to where you want them faster and easier. It's a huge snowball effect. Unless the bear starts striking without having to defend itself in a book with prophecies coming true, the centennial would not be until tricentennial. Sup, Fizzle? Would not be until 2076. Yep. Which we did by bringing all the top military scientists to us. Yep. Operation Paperclip, I believe. Yes, tech victories Civ are so satisfying. Yeah. Or even in games that don't have a tech victory necessarily, but just, you know, like I have this game I play, Soar of the Stars. It's a 4X sci-fi game, and the race I play, the Lear, have the best science, the best tech research advantages innately. They're super fast. So while their ships are weak in armor, not as many weapons. I don't know why I'm using the backup cup. Guess what? I don't care how many of your fusion drive ships shooting, you know, fusion torpedoes and UV lasers that you've got that are cruisers, because I have a fleet of dreadnoughts with antimatter drives and heavy combat lasers that cut ships in half. Because I have the best tech. Also capitalism. Straight up. I'm a very, very heavy proponent for capitalism. Not necessarily corporatism, which is what we have more of now, thanks to a Sir Nixon, more than anything else. But, yeah, I don't see a draft being a thing. I don't, not really. Also, like you said, Sorian, we have so many unmanned things now, or lower manned things. I mean, they're about to push forward the new replacement of the Abrams, the I just forgot its name, but it actually has one fewer required crew members. It's gonna be down to 2. Like, we frankly need fewer and fewer actual humans to maintain the same level of fighting power. Which of course means, yes, we could theoretically just have more fighting power, but do we need it? We thought Russia was our primary opponent, but turns out Russia's military is crap. It's all been a bluff. There's China, but China just only cares about Taiwan right now. And North Korea is a joke. Just straight up a joke. Welcome back, Former. So yeah, no, I'm gonna be very interested to see where this goes. So where will be the support crews when tanks break for them or far away? You actually need mechanics on the tanks. 2 will not do it. Well, that's... So, in case you're not aware, the US's current logistical setup is for every person in the front, they have 4 in the back doing logistics. And because the US has the best transport system of anyone in the world, as far as getting stuff somewhere else by air or ship, or land for that matter, that's not going to be a big issue. We already have forward air operating bases in NATO all over the place. We also have been working very closely with Poland since the Ukraine conflict started, so we'll have logistics to keep people running. We're not Russia just running people in hell-mel with no logistical backing. You thought I'd say former, but it's I, Kato Sicarius. I know how well works 8 years in. Oh, fair enough. Then, yeah, you should probably know. I've seen it yet, need to maintain tactical advantage. Also, like I said, I don't think it's going to be a big deal where we need a lot of logistics backings, just because it's going to be so short. Russia apparently has nothing that can really stop any of our actual frontline stuff. Our tanks are basically invulnerable to them. While one shot in theirs, for one example. Not to mention air power. Jeez. The only thing they got holding us back are nukes. If we got better nuke defense systems set up in the area, then maybe that won't be as much of an issue, but I don't know. When stuff breaks, you cannot wait. Well, yeah. We also have way more tanks than them. Last I knew, or way more relevant tanks. They just went through most of their relevant tanks in Ukraine. Not to mention drones, air power, naval power, missile systems. We got more of everything. This current administration and how the mindset among the population stagnation is very possible. I mean, yeah, we're talking about stagnation. Well, okay, stagnation isn't the problem. Oh, I think you might have missed the start of this, Fizzle. This conversation started because reports just came in like 20 minutes ago, literally 20 minutes ago, that 2 rockets landed in Poland. So there is the real potential of Article 5 being called like today or tomorrow. So I'm not worried about stagnation. We're talking about next week. Oh, Captain of the Ultramarine Second Company and the best swordsman of the Ultramarines chapter, and it was me, and that's all they need. Dude, one Space Marine would do it. Let me find where I just found that. The Telegraph. The Telegraph. Russian missiles hit Poland, kill him too. I'll pop a link in the chat. Hey, Thunderhead! Welcome to the stream. You have, just a forewarning, you've joined in the middle of a very real-world conversation, as we're talking about world events. So, prepare thyself for adult convo. But yeah, we're painting a White Scar's Blade Guard. I think one javelin made a quick job with a Space Marine. A javelin? Maybe. Here's the thing, it's hard to tell because we don't really know what the actual composition of ceramite is. Though also the Russians don't have javelins. Although an RPG-7, the way it works, maybe? It is a shape charge doing a molten stream effect. That might work. Although ceramite's very heat resistant. Yeah, I don't know. I'd need to know more about the chemical composition of ceramite. That's the weird thing when you have these sci-fi materials. It's really hard to make real-world yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's 60% unobtainium. It's very important for the calculations. What's next? What am I looking at here? Oh yeah, I need to put Null oil on the red down here, and then begin blending and some highlighting up here. What's my null oil? Yeah, so the specific events that started this conversation, Thunderhead, is that as of like 20 or 30 minutes ago, it was reported that 2 Russian rockets landed in Poland, killing two Polish people. And now, obviously, Poland, that has been on a hair trigger, is calling all their people and being like, okay, dude, like, what's our next step? And now we're just waiting. Yeah, like I said, literally 20, 30 minutes ago. They're like, this just happened, like, apparently as I started my stream. Then a blitz across Ukraine today. Right, yeah, some of those rockets they poured in Ukraine landed in Poland. Which is something I've been waiting for since this whole thing started, because that would be a very real provocation to call Article 5. And Poland and Germany have been gearing up for this for a while now. Yeah, it's a pretty big whoopsie. Yeah. No, I was waiting. I legit was waiting to see if it was gonna be by accident or someone doing it on purpose, as even maybe like a false flag on NATO's end wouldn't have necessarily surprised me. But yeah, I was waiting to see how exactly it went down. But this is basically what exactly what I saw coming eventually. Accident was very probable just because it seemed like Russia's people are very, poorly trained. Not to mention their tech's been falling apart more and more. But Bushbishmir was just sure javeling down his reflexes. To be fair, that might actually be possible. Space Marines are stupid fast. I mean, hey, remember that scene in the the Astartes series where he just, dodged a rocket? I don't think they will start war over this. I don't know. I think it might be likely just to call a quick end to it, because Europe is really not liking the energy situation. No one wants war like that. Well, like I also said, I think this is more just going to be a case of NATO special operations just rolling into the Kremlin and emptying it. Because I don't think Russian anything is prepared to stop that. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough shade. That just needs to dry now. But I also don't foresee a draft, because I don't think the US would need it. So yeah, exciting week. Exciting week. Yesterday had amazing streams with tons of people, and today World War III starts. Screw Russia. I agree. I can also dodge rocket. No rocket hit me yet. I mean, yeah, it is mathematically true. No rocket has hit you. It's not an incorrect statement. Alright, so I need, using Wild Rider Red for highlighting. And eventually blending into the robe. But how have you been doing, Thunder? How have things been in the Stormfront? Electric, I hope. I swear this is a song used in Viva La Dirt League videos. Maybe. It is no copyright, so I can see a lot of content creators using it. Good, good. Actually, quite good. A pretty big company wants to pick up my terrain line, so I'm just kind of like, yes, please money me. That's amazing. That's very cool. I'm very excited for you. Good job. You did the thing. I hope for big bucks for you. That was kind of a messy highlight right there, but I'm just gonna keep going. Because the top coat is gonna make small mess-ups like that kind of irrelevant. I'm gonna go play League. Bye for now. See you, Former. You can return to continue waterboarding me later. If you have the points still. He can't have that many points left at this point. I mean, I know he watches a lot, but I mean, jeez, each one's 500. Popped it, what, like 6 times yesterday? I only have 20. Only 21.5k. Well, I mean, you should have that many. You're a mod. Now I got a prime, I gotta start painting my Rotmeyer Creed. What is Rotmeyer Creed? I am curious. I popped my collar a little bit. Nice. Yeah. Age of Sigmar Warcry banned from the newest box. That explains why I've not heard of it. I don't really follow Age of Sigmar, so... The only one I know particularly well is the Corvus Cabal, because I plunder their sets for Raven Guard conversion bits. A creepy cargo cult of Nurgle. That sounds cool. Yeah, so, I don't think you've seen my Raven Guard, actually. White Scars is a commission. I think I mentioned that to you. My Raven Guard, however, I go out of my way to tribalize quite a fair bit. There's an Intercessor Sergeant, which also shows that I'm one of those insane people that paints up their rank and file infantry like a character, because I want this to take my entire life, apparently. So my Spearman from Iron Snakes. You'd probably... Okay, if you got Iron Snakes, you will like my Raven Guard in general. Here's a Lens Speeder. Which, these are real chain on them, and also, I have a thing for extremely magnetizing all my stuff. Everything that has options can be magnetized on most of my things. So that land speeder is actually ready for every version of land speeder you can get. Where's my other good stuff?
Water.
There's the waterboarding. I should just rename that thing Waterboard.
Water. Water.
The Rotmeyer Creed looks like the Nurgle version of Chorus Cabal, same stilt stance. Oh, that's cool. Nice parcel work, thank you, thank you. Someone once built working hinges for all his rhino doors or something. Working hinges on the doors! I actually love that. I think that's awesome. We'll do one more, the big one. The Tank. All my people know this one by now. Relic Sicarian Vander. With a very angry crew that wants you to know about what they're going to do to you when they get to you. Ah, yes. I'm quite proud of my purple glow. And yeah, all the weapons in this are magnetized, ready to go. Even to assist in travel, the, what do you call it? The little flag trophy standard thing comes off. Yes, even little brands on the skin bits here, because, you know, just a little bit of Night Lord. Totem fetish thing, yes. Man, Automod, I hate Automod, man. There's very little I would add to the Automod, but I have actually tried turning the Automod completely off, and it won't let me. It just keeps running. It's technically off. as off as I can make it, and I still have to just allow a bunch of random stuff that is usually completely fine. Or I just don't care. Yeah, totem fetish thing, yeah, that is correct. Alright, so now this is just waiting for the top coat, and I'm still waiting for that to dry. I do have the orange out. I could begin working on a tilt plate because I actually have the... oh yeah, I gotta zoom way in again. There we go. Now you can see what I'm talking about. Right. Ink top coat on that, waiting for when it gets that part with the cloak. That's still drying, so while we have the paint out, we can begin working on a tilt plate, because I know what I'm doing with the tilt plate. So I thought of this a while ago. Actually, before I do that, before I start putting paint on it, I should figure out... I should have done this off camera, I admit. I have to figure out if I have the transfer for what I want to do. So, what I'm thinking of doing is... let me get a brush again to make it easier. Top half is red, with a red lightning bolt coming down, kind of like the last one. In the middle of the red is a white skull. I need to find if I have a white skull transfer already ready to go, because that would save me so much time than trying to paint out in white on red, or paint around white with red, and actually making that look like good. Skulls are hard. I don't know if you knew this. I've done more than a couple skulls. Not great. We'll check the go to craft cam. Check the white scars ones first, if there's any small white skulls. No, we got a small red skull. Okay. And a medium-sized tan skull. That's way too big. Alright, that's fine. Let me grab my transfers. Where I would be quite surprised if I didn't have a small white skull somewhere in there. Get my envelope thing full of transfers. Alright. It's actually the shipment thing. They send you Legion transfers in. Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I thought it was a rule all transfers have at least one right skull. Yeah. You'd think that. Move all the stuff out of the way. Zoom out. Alright. Do you think I have enough transfers yet? Alright, not any World War II ones. Ironically, we have a small red skull and some extremely small white skulls there, but that's too small. Where's the piece? That is maybe half the size I actually want on there. Maybe a couple more. Yeah, right, Samurai. This has got a bunch of skulls on it. Ooh, what about the white cogs here? I think that's the right size, actually. The small white cog skulls. Yeah, I think that's exactly the size I need. Sweet, that took way less time than I expected, because all of this. Oh, Venom. As another Raven Guard player, this is the Raven Guard transfer you get from Forge World for the Legion transfers. I will say the actual quality of the transfer plastic and cardboard is pretty abysmal, but the actual designs on it are quite cool, and you get a lot of stuff that you'd otherwise want. It's having a really hard time picking up this stuff because the sheen. Little 19 legions, little bird skulls. These are infantry markers from Horus Heresy. You get a bunch of words there that I use a lot, like the Umbra from the tank, Mortis, Victorious Mortis, yada yada. Yeah, you get them from Forge World. And you get, in the process, this lovely envelope with a hard cardboard side, which is what I use to store all of my personal transfers. Because one side being hard actually keeps them fairly safe. Because they can't really get bent. It would take legitimate effort to bend this enough in a way that would cause damage. Like, you'd have to try. You're not gonna actually bend this like a lot. It has a little bit of flex, but it's actually better. So, alright. So, we got this. Now we're gonna cut out this guy. And I don't really care about the gear. I don't use these super often. I have them because of when I made my servitors. And I got, what are they called? The Rust Stalker kit? Oh, example of one of my custom servitors I made from scratch, basically mixing Corvus Cabal and Sakaran Rust Stalkers, or Raiders, what have you. This is not the best view. There we go. Robo-Burb. Yeah. My headcanon is actually they're not even true servitors. They're tribal peoples from Kievar in some relatively untouched places on it. Or maybe deep in Deliverance. I don't know, either or. But the Ravenguard found them rather recently and found they were pretty strong and willing to serve the Legion, so they didn't even mind wipe them. They just gave them enhancements, and now they serve the Tech Marines, which also allows them to be better for like stealth missions and high mobility, because they can react faster, react better to like stealth stuff. I split a kill team box with a buddy, so I'm gonna be working on that Kroot Kinban. Very excited for some burb action. Burbs are cool, man. You can do a lot of very fun stuff with burbs. It's a very burb-friendly stream, if you couldn't tell. As the streamer and the single mod are both Ravenguard players. Alright, how much, there's a little bit more. Man, it is hard to see. I need yeah, maybe just being on the black will help. Sorry that you guys can't see crap of what I'm doing. I don't know how to like really make this visible for you guys. Just gonna have to deal with it, I suppose. This is part of the process. It's also gonna be an absolute nightmare to like dip this. There's gonna be nothing for my tweezers to grab. But this is the price we pay for having cool ideas that are completely unnecessary, but that's what happens when you're an artist. I was actually just in another artist stream earlier today talking about this. Yeah, I'm just going to put a quartered design with 2 lightning bolts, fully freehand, red on whites, because that's clearly what I want to do for the next 2 hours. You know, I just completely unnecessary, but once I had the idea, I really couldn't help myself. That is completely freehand, by the way. At some point, when my time opens up a little bit more and not having so many requirements on me, I will go back and make some time lapses of some of the highlights of this project, because I have a lot of the footage of the better bits. Now I have to put this over somewhere. That's fine. Alright. Okay. We can get back to painting now. I have that figured out. Ironically, now I think I can begin blending the robe. I do think so. Yeah, all looks dry enough. Cool. Like that burb model from that Kroot Kinban. I actually... either I've not seen it or I've forgotten what it looks like. I'll look it up later. The Kroot Hawk. Okay, with a name like that, now I gotta look it up. That sounds cool. Back to the Google. Google's getting a lot of showtime on the stream today. Wait, what? Oh, that's a Kit Bash. Air. I was like, wow, that looks awesome. And it says Kit Bash on. I'm like, oh, okay. I suppose I should look for Kroot Kill Team. Or Kin Band. Let me put this on screen. You guys can help me find the right thing. And yoink. Alright. Oh, this bird. I think. That is a cool looking bird. I'm also seeing a lot of the rest of this kit and thinking these are some nice trophy pieces. Yeah, that is a cool bird model. I agree. I can definitely get behind things with too many eyes. Notice I also really like spiders. I still hope GW eventually spins Kroot into a full faction. Plastic Greater Nalak, please. Yes, that's the one that Mal can send the burb out and it becomes a spotter. Very cool. Reminds me of Mordecai from Borderlands, which was my main character the first time I played through that. First several times I played through that. I played a lot of Borderlands. Let's see. I know I'm going to need more Wild Rider Red, so I'll just get it now. What was I thinking a minute ago? I was thinking something. Nope, completely gone. It is oh, full Kroot faction. I don't see it super likely, just because they are mercenaries that are kind of built to be like their whole gimmick is being auxiliaries to other people, not even just Tau. Even rogue traders and radical inquisitors have Kroot people. Kroot are by far the most interesting and unique Xenos race in the setting, in your opinion. Well, in your opinion. No, they are pretty cool. I will agree. The most interesting? I feel like... Also, I'm forgetting how I even did this. Hold on. I gotta remember how I blended. Okay, first off, I need some darker red. I need to wire this down. So doing a lot of glaze blending here. Folktale's rating. Hey, Folktale. Oh, there it is. There's. I was like, wait a second, that's the wrong sound alert. There's the proper one. Hey, all the people from Folktale. Hey, Bree. How's the dragon looking? Did you ever finish with those acorns? For those that don't know, Bree, or Folktale Studio, is an amazing artist that I like hanging out with a lot, especially while she draws dragons. And you should actually, can we get a shout out for her, Venom? Yes, all the Oddkin are here. Thank you, Venom. You did finish the acorns. Very good. Yes, if you enjoy hanging out with very chill people, not talking about horrific world events like I do, uh, um, you should go follow her and watch her make amazing art. That blows me away sometimes. Very cute too. Very cute. All the line art is done. My eyes are crossing at this point. I can relate. Alright, let's say hello to all the people on Ad Started. Ah, you have to tell me if you can still hear me. We got Kika, we got Big Man. I'm gonna say hi and have to probably say it again in a second. Yeah, the ads. Yeah, you came in just on time. Be gone, demons. I will have to remind her when the ads are done that demons here are spelled with an A. Heathen. No. This is Warhammer territory now. They aren't just demons, they're demons. And back. Good. So I'll have you know that over here, you're in Warhammer territory now. So over here is demons with an A. I'm teasing. So glad you could come and hang out though. We're doing some glaze blending on a diamonds. Yeah. No, it's DAE, I think is the it's like the it's supposed to be the merged AE weirdness, but yeah. Yeah. Because GW Games Workshop needs to find a way to trademark as much of it as possible. Oh, thank you for the follow, Kika. Or Kisa. Kika? I'm not sure which. That also brings us one follower away from 100, which I am very excited about now. Hey, Bigman! Bigman 2K has made it 100. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Bigman coming in hot. Okay, now follow if you're hearing that. Well, to be fair, I might have done that slightly on purpose. Aware of this. Big brain it, you know, you got big brain your Twitch streams. But yes, 100. Now we shall do nothing but continue growing, because, you know, I didn't actually think of doing anything special for it, because I'm not that good. Kick a dragon, if anyone asks. No, I'm not kicking a dragon, it's just my OC name. I use my username. I mean, depends on the dragon, in which case I might be okay with it. There are some definitely... Let me try again. There are definitely some dragons that deserve some kicks. With a spiked boot. But also, yes, I should probably introduce myself. I am... properly introduce myself. A lot of you probably have seen me in Bree's streams, recently. But I'm basically tabletop. I paint miniatures for the most part. I also sometimes do digital art, usually on Tuesdays, except right now, because I have a ginormous commission that I am really tired of still doing. So I want to do it by the end of the year. Yes, by the end of the year. It's still going to be at least another month and a half, minimum. For frame of reference, this is what I've done so far for this commission. And we still have a bunch more to go. Yes. That flag guy in the back, that dude with the mace in the back who's on a bike, by the way, another character, 3 more just random dudes on bikes. And this guy, who's gonna be the sergeant of these guys. Which, if anyone noticed my comment earlier in Bree's stream about, yeah, I'm just going to do a quartered pattern with lightning bolts, free-handed red on white for 2 hours because I feel like it. That's what I was referring to. And it was white until I put the glow on it. Have you not seen... Venom, you've definitely seen this glow before. Now you're just playing. Venom might be also my professional hype man. Or he would be, except I don't pay him. On purpose. I'm admiring it again. Hey, he's okay. So yes, today we're doing all the doodads on the front of this, dude. I'm working on my own non-airbrush glow, remember? I'm all about glows right now. Yeah, I mean, hey, I was doing dry brush glows for, oh man, a while. Like 2 years before I got an airbrush? Around that? Something like that? I might still have examples of my old dry brush glows somewhere. Oh, actually, yeah. This old champion I did way back in the day. Holy crap, this is old. It's a little cringy looking to me now, but that glow and around his eyes, that's all dry brush. You can totally get reasonable glow with dry brush. It just looks a little grainy. But depending on what you're doing, that might work. This is the model in full. This guy's over 2 years old now. This is not an official model. I kit bashed this guy basically from scratch. Actually, I'm pretty sure I 3D printed these legs. So I'm definitely feeling the Fig March of the Autumnal Gold, or Fig for the Draggy. Nice! I'm glad you liked the name. Get back in your place. I'm very particular about where my models are on my shelf because they're all in parade formation. Oh yeah, the rest of this giant shelf is a bunch of my own collection, which is a full company of Raven Guard Space Marines. Or it will be a full company. Some of them have to be assembled still, and plenty of them still have to be painted. And those aren't even a lot of my best painted guys. Because I had to paint a bunch of other guys for a tournament earlier this summer. You got it, Bray. I will be here when you return. And I will be here if you don't return. I will be here. If nothing else, because my regulars have me held hostage. So we'll get back to glaze blending this robe down.
Jimbo, you gotta turn that mindset into a grind set.
Absolutely. We're gonna Sigma mail this. Sup, Zelfiana? How be the Fiana? Also, is Thunderhead still here? I haven't thought of a... Like, I feel like there's definitely a race I find more... particularly interesting. It's just not coming to my head. I know there's one out there. I know it. There was that asymmetric race from the Eisenhorn books. That one was nutty. That's what happened when Slanesh corrupts your entire civilization without actually eating it. It's pretty bad. Imagine like giant spider race, but asymmetric in like every way. And in a way that is not like mathematically actually like possible. Because chaos? Chaos likes to do that? So how's Kika and Bickman? Kika and Bick. Bick and Kick. How are you guys doing today? I think my dad's yelling at the dog again. I can hear it down here. Stuck at work at the moment? That's fair. I do not envy you, but I am here to pass the time. This blending has me wondering when I do eventually do the Raven Guard, Blade Guard, what color I want to do the cloaks on them, and that's partially being decided by how much or what kind of blending I want to do. And the roads are getting bad. Bad traffic-wise, or do you have early winter storms going on? I don't remember where you are, so hard to comment. Also, I feel like my chat's going a little bit weird with the alerts, because I just got the notification for the Jimbo one, and that was a while ago. Also, my raid and follower sound alerts were reversed. It's very weird. Do I have the sound alerts thing open somewhere? I usually do have it open. Maybe it's yeah, I don't have it open. Maybe that does something. Maybe that affects it. I'm just gonna go, log in real quick. Yeah, I just have a tab open over there.
A few moments later.
Very good. First major winter storm. Fair. Well, I wish you luck in getting back when you do finally leave. Oh, you know what? I feel like it's not water I need some flow improver. That's cleaner. Flow improver. There we go. Is the good stuff. For those that don't know, airbrush flow improver is a favorite trick of mine, which is normally used to be put into an airbrush to lubricate the needle and to provide a little bit of thinning agent. I like using it with painting minis as a thinning agent, particularly when doing stuff like glaze blending or freehanding, because what it does is it also breaks up surface tension, so the paint goes exactly where you put it, no matter how liquid it is. So you can you can get it very, very liquid, and it's not going to grab onto other nearby surfaces or tiny, tiny imperfections in the material. It goes exactly where your brush goes, which makes doing glazing and freehanding much, much, much easier, especially when doing stuff super sharp, like lightning bolts. So I don't know if you were able to really see, but with water there was a little pocket here, about here, that I couldn't get into when I was using water because of tiny imperfections in the plastic. But I go in with the flow improver, and it flows right into there because my brush hit it. And that's all that matters, as long as the brush hits it. Okay, sorry. I mean, that was definitely an in and out right there. A quickie, if you will. And Bree's back. Very cool. Yeah, it's starting to come along. So I get that first foundation going here. Yeah, I did feel like it wasn't building up correctly. So the second pass with the slightly more red with the flow improver definitely pulled this together, and I'll be able to move forward again with the lighter orange in a second. So ironically, Bree, you came in right as I'm doing what is something of a slightly more advanced painting tactic. Technique. Yeah, we've been talking about a lot of military stuff today, so I got some of the terminology still on me. Yeah, this is glaze blending, which is a lot of building up. I mean, you know, blending. It's blending. It's just like traditional blending. It's just it's a lot more. You have to be a lot more careful with it in physical. I'm sure you've done plenty of digital art blending, which is so easy, I've learned, especially after I found an oil brush. Yeah, this is too I need more orange, but not that orange. This is even technically an orange, but you know, you get the idea. A little bit more orange. Still needs to be more wet. There we go. I need to get this closer to the... I need to get in frame, firstly. Closer to the edges and the more raised aspects. Very good. It's been a very exciting week, actually. I don't know what changed. I keep flying out of frame. But this week, man, my streams have been on fire. So many people. Raids too. Felt like it was like silent before. It's because your birthday's coming up. Yep, that's it. It's Bree's birthday energy. It's traveled over to my stream and it's pumping everyone up. You know what? I'm gonna make a birthday command later. I feel like we need a birthday command. We also need like a list tracker, so I can be like, Venom, add that to the list. Just because I like that. I like that wording. Having a tracker, very tabletop of you, yes. Adding list tracker to list. Sent the updated logo to Discord. Oh, sweet, Samurai. Samurai is just starting his streaming. And he's been working quite hard on a logo that's been coming along fairly well. Let's take a look at said logo. As, whenever people send stuff to my Discord while I'm streaming, we turn into show and tell on stream. General art, here we go. Yeah, let's pop that open. Of course, jumps to the wrong instance of Chrome. It's not like I wanted to see my chat or anything. Oh, you've been drawing it during the stream. That's awesome. Let's see. Yes, you go there, and haha. Yeah, you can see literally my stream in the corner. That's cool. I didn't know I could do that. I could do that on my tablet. I gotta do that. This might be on your phone, to be fair, but yeah, this is actually looking fairly good. I do like the eyes that are looking almost sad-like. Yeah, fair enough. Good job doing it in layers. I see you've been taking notes of me learning to absolutely do more of that stuff in layers. It's like, oh, is it a separate entity in any way? Another layer. What was it from last week, Venom? What was the big quote? It was a layer per nip or something like that. Or a layer for each nipple. That was a thing. That actually was supposed to be today's stream, painting, or not painting, but drawing those nipples and the many horrific things piercing them. Yes, I am keeping this somewhat strangely vague on purpose, because it's funny. I think it's funny. Layer per nip. Yep, nip it up. To nip or not to nip? That is the most important question of last week's art stream. Or traditional art. Digital art. Non-miniature stream. When it comes to fairly identical pairs of bioparts, such copy-pasting different layers to get the position just right, A++. Oh yeah. I mean, when I can, I try to use the symmetry tools because that's actually an infinite painter, which has an amazing tool set. It's like standard picture editing tool suite in it. It's very nice. As someone that's done a lot of image edit, like way more image editing than I've done drawing or even painting for that matter. Having basically a full Lightroom, Fireworks, Photoshop type image tool suite is pretty good. So then, yeah, you don't even have to do copy paste necessarily. You can just draw the other side of the skull at the same time, for example. If the piece is symmetrical for yeah. Like when I was doing the Warforged head, because that was just a direct face-on type of deal. A lot of that was done using the symmetry. Also a lot of layers. Not gonna lie, there are a lot of layers involved in that. Alright. I think one more pass of pure orange on the very top of it, and then that'll be good for the red ink top coat. In case we don't get to that point while in this stream. Actually, no, that's not likely. Any event, the idea is by the time it's done, where's the one you can see more of? It's actually going to look like this. Because we top coat all the red in red ink, which blends it all together. And makes it more red as opposed to this, which is very dark. Very extreme on the shading. Hey Bree, as another like experienced artist of one kind or another, I just put some right in that crack. I did not want to do that. Okay, got it. Have you had the experience where it's like you have a technique that you're doing, and but when you're done doing it, you look at it and you're like, wow, that's like so good. That must have been done by someone really good, and then for some reason like disconnect that you didn't do that because that feels too advanced for you. Is that a thing? Like you almost like did it on autopilot, and then you're like consciously like, how did I do that? Or I didn't do that? Massive disconnects? Yeah. Yeah, like sometimes when I'm doing blending like this, I just look at it for a second. Just did it today. Yeah, like this blending right now. I was just looking, I'm like, wow, that looks like so cool in a way. Man, wish I knew how to do that. And it's like, I was the one that did it. I don't even know consciously how I did it. I was just doing like steps that I kind of know, and then it just comes together like magic. Hey, Ven, I'm prepared for that as you keep picking up some of my techniques. You're just gonna go like, wait a second, I did that. I think maybe it has to do with the fact that we are focusing on the details and process. Yeah. Oh, that happened a bunch when drawing that, devil. That actually is where the nips thing came from. Yeah, when you're just looking at a giant swath of several different colors of gray, and then you zoom out and realize you're digitally painting about the most impressive version of male anatomy you've ever remotely attempted by a long shot, and you're like, wow, this is too good. I definitely didn't do this. For me today was like a million tiny shapes and lines, and then BAM! When I look at it all together, yeah. Actually, I think I could get that image that I've been working on. Oh yeah, no, I definitely can. I can get that image on the screen for people's reference point of what I keep talking about. I'm just gonna get all these creases real quick. Also, get the bottom hard edge here, just a little bit. All right, I'll get that when I come back to it. We jump over here somewhere. Oh yeah, right there. So this is a piece I was working on last Tuesday, and yeah, I was drawing this, like, even way more zoomed in than this, and then zoomed out, and I was like, wait, what? I drew this? I just think I'll work on the abs more. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I am very pleased with these arms. Honestly. No, not ads! Okay. All of the subs, you shall not sit with me. Every mile pan and go, whoa, did Michelangelo himself come in here and paint these glorious miles? Oh wait, that was me. Yeah, no, I have that thought too when I see your minis, Venom. I think Venom might be secretly paying another commission artist and then saying it's him. Anyway. Like, it's also the reason why I was like, wait, is that plasma cannon yours? Like, what? Also, you really watched my tutorial, I see. Because it looks just like mine about halfway through. Like, man, you must have gotten an airbrush. Oh, wait, no, that's granulated. That was dry brush. But still, very well done on that effect. Really good. But yeah, I was like, wow, that looks just like mine. Well, actually, we'll actually look at that plasma cannon in a second, because that was a legitimately good job, Venom. All right, so yeah, this right here is the nips question, because I kept painting everything but, and then we kept like going back and forth in chat, like, all right, is he gonna have nipples? Is the giant demon thing, or devil technically, gonna have nipples? And it's like, well, I suppose it should, but should probably make it more hardcore than that. So I got ideas for a whole bunch of like insane piercings and stuff. This thing is probably gonna take me months to do. I had not expected to end up this level of detailed, but now it is, and now I can't stop myself. Like, now this is happening. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I originally meant for this to be a series of D&D character-inspired merch items, one for each class, this being the Warlock. But this might just end up a poster. I might just start making posters now. I draw posters. It's official. I'm gonna grab Venom's plasma can he posted earlier, because that was pretty impressive, I thought. That is actually fairly good for lack of airbrush. Also, you got a very high detail wax seal going on over here. Granted, this is a pretty new model, so. Oh yeah, this is work in progress. Hence it being detached from the walker that should be wielding this thing. The metal is also very well done too, actually. Did you use multiple shades on the metals? It looks like you did. I should do that more, to be honest. I usually only do one set of shade, but if you really want good looking metal, you should do a couple different colors, honestly. But yeah, you got a little bit more work on the coils, and then I'd say this is looking pretty good, especially from a distance. This is a little close for this piece to be looked at, where you can see all the little granule nonsense, but generally speaking, good stuff. Yeah, Army Painter Mega Kit came in with multiple shades. Nice. Nice. Yes. Very good. Alright. Back to painting. I tapped the camera with my skull again. Skull tap. Actually, to go back to the tracker thing, I've seen a couple other streamers have this, and I kind of want to do it. I want to have a few different trackers. Because lols. Okay, I'm a sleepy bean, gonna grab a quick nap, but leaving my PC on for maximum lurking. Thank you so much, Bree. It was really nice to have you jump in and hang out, and thank you for the raid. Thank you for helping me get to 100. You're awesome. And have a wonderful day. I hope to hang out with you soon. Have sweet dreams in the naps. Alright, so stuff I want to track. Skull taps every time I hit the camera. Hit the main painting camera. That's the thing I want to track. There was other stuff. I had like a small list in my head, but of course because it was only in my head and not in the list tracker, I have forgotten what they are. Oh, quotes. Quote, just... When someone says something particularly quote-worthy, like the Nips, the whole Nips saga. That's what we're gonna call it now, the Nips saga. We can add that to a ever-growing list of quotables. And yeah, in theory, it should be mostly mine to make fun of me, but at the same time, sometimes you guys say the best stuff, so I don't want to keep all the fun to myself. Alright, I think that's that done. Now let's do the freehand. Because, yay. So I think this needs to go down a little bit more. You know what all this means, Venom? Thinking the line's about here, yeah. Blackrock Library, thank you for the follow. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Or if you just came in, I hope you will enjoy the stream. How are you doing? Unless you're one of my lovely lurkers, in which case, you know, have fun. I don't know what this means, but more french fries? I'm full. Yeah, I was gonna say it means more work for you. More stuff to keep you busy. You know, we gotta keep you busy. Can't have you just slacking off down there. Work is doing a good job of that, and it's... Well, you know, I think we could improve that. That also does make me think, I wonder how much longer before I should start thinking about a second mod. And also, who would I even give that to? Because, I mean, I feel like the next most consistent person in here is Former, but also it's Former. Yeah, yeah. Yes, concern. Yes, let's give the man that is trying to waterboard me, um, legitimately, uh, mod powers. Oh, perfect. Perfect recipe for all kinds of family-friendly fun. Alright, now this lightning, which I think should match the other guy's lightning. So that's looking like it's coming from the right-ish, like over here. It's just gonna be one big bolt of lightning going on. That, accidentally, I made an amazing small lightning bolt. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit with any of the design I had previously in mind. No, it can't stay. It's sad. It's sad but true. But yeah, maybe I should start keeping my eye out for a second mod. Considering that I'm thinking of adding all these additional features and stuff. I don't wish to overwork my one mod and begin resentment, which might turn into a mutiny. And I am the only one skilled enough to captain this ship. That's not necessarily true. That one man and his one orc, whose name I can't remember because I'm so bad at names. He's now right in front of me. Mutiny! This is my stream now! Yeah, yep. That's how it goes, man. Isn't that how streamers end up going offline? Their chat's mutiny? This is all way too far to the left now. Hello, I'm basically Venom Rat Top. Basically Venom Rat Top. That does not, sorry, it doesn't, nope. Basic Venom. That works a little bit better. See, this exactly is why I have to be the one in command. Because if I'm not, then we get stuff like that. I don't think anyone wants that. I don't know what's happening to this lightning bolt. I need the other guy in front of me because I'm trying to more or less copy it but bigger. Put that guy over there. Cool, he's even in camp. You're right, it's a disaster. I relinquished the reins back to you. Yeah. Captain Barbosa, you are not. I apologize. Dude, I saw the coolest thing about that. It was another Pirates of the Caribbean like random input post, which is weird that like I guess Facebook picked up that I'm watching Pirates of the Caribbean because it keeps showing me posts of people talking on like Reddit and stuff about Pirates of the Caribbean. But anyway, I'm like the pirate that won. You know what? Yeah, that actually fits rather well with the mental image I had before of you. Wasn't that dirty, but I mean that's easily fixed. It's more I imagined you in decent shape, fairly agile, somehow competent enough to not get overtaken by all the more impressive characters around you. Wait, what? Oh, so the take is that now I gotta remember all their names. Orlando Bloom's character there, Will. How dare you? How dare I what? Which part? It's not what, it's which part. I'm not dirty. I said that you weren't as... Like, you originally weren't as dirty, but now that we're comparing you to Mr. Wood and I, you're gonna be more dirty. Everything else is true. Alright, so... Where was I? Will Turner, right. Will Turner became more pirate-like because he effectively had Jack Sparrow as his mentor. Right? That makes sense. Fair enough. I went way yeah, my angles are all terrible on that. Hold on. Oh, that's looking better. However, if you look closely and think about it, Elizabeth Swan over there, she also had a mentor. Barbossa was unwillingly her pirate mentor, and if you watch their styles, Will Turner very much utilizes Jack's types of tactics and thinking, which is why he remains a pretty, like, good guy, because Sparrow is actually a good guy. While Elizabeth Swan, as the whole plot continues, she becomes more ruthless, and also more assertive, but adding a little bit of her own sass to things, because she was kind of sassy before. But it rings very true of Barbossa's mindset. Because in the first movie, Swan spends a lot of time around Barbossa, and Smith spends a lot, or not Smith, Turner spends a lot of time around Sparrow. I feel like I'm rambling, and no one else finds this nearly as interesting as I do. Character analysis. It's a favorite of mine. Is this remotely centered? I feel like the top centered, but the bottom, because it doesn't come out right above the bolt there, it doesn't feel centered. It feels off. I need to stretch it over to the side. Yeah, I just pull everything over. I just make it wider on the right, and then clean everything up again. So I got started by Karen Knightley pics on Google. Oh man. It's fine. It's whatever. This is close. It's just the I know what it needs. I know what it needs. I gotta move the outward edge of the bottom out further to the right, and I have to make the cleanup line more angled. We're getting there. I will eventually understand how to paint good lightning bolts. Eventually. Alright, gotta let that dry for a second. Well, waiting for that to dry. So there's nothing I actually need to care about over here. Okay, all good. Okay, I have to once more... We're getting there. We're getting there. It's usually how this goes. There we go. I think we got it. It feels a little stubby. I think it's because the top is so broad. Maybe just take off a little bit of this here. Okay, it's definitely not centered now, however, maybe that's okay. Not sure how I want to deal with this. You know what? I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna roll. Just gonna roll with it. It's gonna be fine. I think we're good to finally begin top coating with the ink. So I'm using Vallejo Game Ink Red. Don't mind me just getting into the groove right now. Going kind of solid. Be right back, heading to meeting. Sounds good, Venom. I should be here when you get back, unless that meeting goes kind of ridiculously long. If I'm not, have a good one. Maybe see you in the next one. Alright, that's looking pretty good. I don't know how I feel about this being so sharp, but it's not dry yet, so that might fix itself. We need to ink this up here. That's weird. That's a very clear knocking sound. No one's down here. I think that's a pretty good sign. I should probably stretch. I've apparently had my arm so long in this position that there is a spider trying to use it as an anchor for a web right now. Which is hilarious to me. Yep, you are straight up making a web between my arm, my desk, and my leg. I find this adorable. Where are you? I got my shirt. Come here. Come here, little guy. Let me put you somewhere a little bit more appropriate. You can go on this wall where there are many things not super far away that you can build appropriate webs on. Go there. There you go. Good job. Time to get moving and remove the eight-legged wonder. Yeah. Yeah. No, oh, my abs hurt. Yesterday's workout. Ugh. Like... Man, that guy looks pretty good from that angle. I have to remember that angle for my... Take pictures of the three of them. Certain spiders don't mind in my home. I'm pretty... We don't really have spiders that are dangerous to humans here. Not really. I guess the worst of it is like a wolf spider, but honestly I've never even seen a wolf spider in person. That's how rare they are up here. It's too cold. So we mostly just get small ones that just hang out in webs. So I give spiders free reign for the most part here, as long as they're not going to put themselves in my way. Wish I can say it. Yeah, I get it. What is even happening with my trading bot now? You know what? I'm gonna stop using the directional method. Give it back to short and long. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. Sorry, distracted. Just checking my stuff real quick. Alright. I had to drop a black widow from under my living room window, albeit outside, but too close to the sliding glass door. Oof. Yeah, black widows, those are nasty. Generally not really a problem, but you really don't want to get bit by one. Alright, how's this looking? Okay, I think this line right here, I need to blend out a little bit more because that's, it's looking a little sharp for my tastes. Try to use some of this old paint. Because I think I can make it work. Yeah, I think so. It's just the shape. I think the shape makes it stand out more than it should. Because when you look at it from like this angle, it's fine, but then you move over this way and it becomes very apparent. Down here is not too great either. And how are you doing, Fizzle? Yeah, that should blend that in well enough. I might give this a whole nother coat of redding, to be honest. I feel like it didn't brain back up enough. Maybe I went a little too heavy on the Nuln Oil, that's possible, but yeah, I'm gonna give it another coat of red ink. Starting to get a bit tired. Decided to lunch, putting groceries list together. Perfect time to go grocery store is 1:30 here. Yeah, it makes sense. I usually tag along with my mother for shopping, because she does it pretty routinely on Thursdays, usually mid-morning. It's our midweek day off. And ironically, I have one sister that usually goes to cheaper places like Stop and Shop and Walmart, and the other sister goes to very expensive health food places. I just want to go to Aldi. Aldi and maybe Market Basket. Just right in the middle. If I had my truck again, I'd probably actually go to Trader Joe's, but it depends. Shop at 2 stores depending on needs. Yeah, that's mostly me. One or two places. Trader's one of them, Vaughn's the other. I can't say I know what Vaughn's is, but yeah. Von Kroger's. I feel like I've heard of that. We don't really have those here, but fair enough. Based on your time stamping, your 3 time zones from me. Oh wait, why did I just do that? Where'd that go? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. What was I just thinking about? Oh, how I can't wish it. I can't wait until I get a car again. West Coast. Yeah. New England. Alright, I think that looks good now. I think that's where I want it. Oh yeah, that's speaking of that little thing. Let's put the skull on there. 1 mile from the Pacific Blue here in Surf City. That must be cool. Well, it probably seems normal to you, but it's cool to me. Yeah, that white skull actually fits about perfectly. Obviously doesn't look like a skull right now, but well, in a second. Try to get appropriate tweezers for this. How I saw for years is weird meaning people in the military could not swim. You know what's funny? I probably live only a couple miles from the ocean, from the Atlantic, myself. I don't know how to swim. I never picked it up. I don't know why. Just me and water don't cooperate very well. Oh, I had a feeling. I didn't get all of the surrounding gear off quite all the way. Skull tap the camera again. This is why I gotta have a counter for that. I want to know how many times I skull tap the camera. Yeah, now I gotta cut this transfer while it's wet and sliding around. Yay! Oh, we're gonna get it. Don't mind me performing surgery. I'd switch the camera over, but I don't think you'd be able to see it regardless. Okay, really hope I didn't take off a little bit of the skull with that. Alright. Oh, right. I'm dumb. I should put a little bit of micro reset on the tilt plate. A healthy respect for the power of Mother Nature regarding water. Yeah, that's good. Same here, I just stay away from it. No, actually, I don't mind going to the beach, especially now that I drink. Oh, man. There's one particular beach that's really good around here for boogie boarding. It's quite the trek away, but it's pretty good. It's got a couple of places on the strip that you can eat like just like on the beach, basically, looking out on the ocean, and they occasionally have live music there. It's a pretty nice gig. Give that a second to dry. Literally watching it dry. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So put a little bit of water on there. It's a lot of water. Okay. A lot less water on there. There are a few spots I like. But I like it as close as empty as possible, so my hiding spots I like to go. Yeah, that's fair. For as much seaside real estate we have here, a lot of it is pretty meh. Very rocky. Yeah. Okay, I definitely cut that bottom part off, so you need to go. Thank you. Ugh. I thought I cut it off anyway. I guess it didn't. Alright, hold on. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Am I the painter that could? No. I am the painter that did. Gonna lurk and get this shop out of the way for now. When I get back, hope to see you on one of streams later in the day or in early evening. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe wrapping up kind of soon because I'm getting tired, but I will be streaming again tonight, so in 3 to 4 hours I'll be streaming again for a while, and then I'll be streaming tomorrow and maybe the day after, we'll see. You'll see me around. I'm actually gonna have to figure out somewhere to drop off all these lurkers, because I got raided, so I gotta raid. Them's the rules. That was good. Alright, I'll let that dry out so it sticks in place when I pop the microsol on it, and now flying it out, seal it in, and we're good. That's the red done. Wow, it took me like the whole stream just to put the red on. I suppose I shouldn't be so surprised, seeing that it's blending and top coating and crap. What is next? For one, I'm getting a little tired and quite hungry. Like, very hungry. Oh yeah, I don't need this anymore. Go over there. Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. I got more progress I can do on the backpack off stream. Pick this back up later. Here's around the raid. No one I would normally target for a raid. At least of people I follow. Oh wait, nope, it didn't. It wasn't showing me all of my options. ATT's on. All right, that works. We'll drop you guys off at ATT. Get myself ready for this. So yeah, for anyone, sorry, I got distracted. Actually, no, I think that's all lurking. Yeah, it's all lurking. Because if it is actually 4 people, that's Bree, Venom, Fizzle, and who was the other? Oh, I had them all in my head. I had all the lurkers accounted for. That's fine. Oh, this infiltrator sounding pretty good. Alright, let's go hang out above the tabletop. I'll catch y'all in a few hours when I go live again. Thanks for hanging out. Oh yeah, I didn't even prep the raid. Whoops.